into the next one. Clay Guida versus Scott Holtzman, the 40-year-old face-off. We have Clay Guida on one side making his 60th pro walk into the cage. And on the other side, we have 39-year-old BJJ black belt Scott Holtzman. So two veterans, well-known guys. Scott Holtzman has been out for a while. I'm going to start off with him. He's on a brutal 2-fight KO losing streak. And we're talking very tough top 10 guys. And Mateus Gamrot and Beneil Dariush. Those are very two rough matchups. Very hard to watch those KOs. And I feel like people have written him off since. I mean, you have to take those losses with a grain of salt. The damage he took is, substantial in those fights, but he took like close to 20 months off here. And before that, those 2-fight losing streak, Holtzman faced a veteran and very similar game to Guida's, like wrestling base, Jim Miller, and beat him unanimous decision and looked really great. But like I said, he was out for 20 months. People don't think he's going to come back looking as good after those losses, but I don't know. There is a lot of question marks around him, but I kind of like him in this. He's taken on Clay Guida, who's been far more active than Holtzman, doubling the fights Holtzman in his last 2 years. And got his last win a year ago in a performance of the night comeback sub against Leonardo Santos, but he was getting beat up so bad in that, and then Santos just gassed. With Guida, you know what you're going to get every time. The same old ball of energy, endlessly marching forward, using his wrestling whenever he can. That type of fight. I don't know what Scott Holtzman is going to show up like, but I think if the Scott Holtzman that showed up before this 2-fight losing streak shows up, I think this is a nice matchup for him. So I'm going to take the risk, and I'm going to go with Scott Holtzman.